I'm only rich because I know when I'm wrong. I basically have survived by recognizing my mistakes. I was a human being before I became a businessman. Once we realize that imperfect understanding is the human condition, there is no shame in being wrong, only in failing to correct our mistakes. We are the most powerful nation on earth. No external power, no terrorist organization can defeat us. But we can defeat ourselves by getting caught in a quagmire. Misconceptions play a prominent role in my view of the world. Economics seeks to be a science. Science is supposed to be objective, and it is difficult to be scientific when the subject matter, the participant in the economic process, lacks objectivity. It is credit that matters, not money. In other words, monetarism is a false ideology. The only thing that could hurt me is if my success encouraged me to return to my childhood fantasies of omnipotence, but that is not likely to happen as long as I remain engaged in the financial markets, because they constantly remind me of my limit. If we carry this line of argument to its logical conclusion, the meaning of life consists of the flaws in one's conceptions and what one does about them. Life can be seen as a fertile fallacy. Every bubble consists of a trend that can be observed in the real world and a misconception relating to that trend. The two elements interact with each other in a reflexive manner. I am for maximum supervision and minimum regulation. Markets are designed to allow individuals to look after their private needs and to pursue profit. It's really a great invention, and I wouldn't underestimate the value of that. But they're not designed to take care of social needs. A global economy is characterized not only by the free movement of goods and services but, more important, by the free movement of ideas and of capital. Most of the poverty and misery in the world is due to bad government, lack of democracy, weak states, internal strife, and so on. If we care about universal principles such as freedom, democracy, and the rule of law, we cannot leave them to the care of market forces. We must establish some other institutions to safeguard them. We can speak of the triumph of capitalism in the world, but we cannot yet speak about the triumph of democracy. There is a serious mismatch between the political and the economic conditions that prevail in the world today. I chose America as my home because I value freedom and democracy, civil liberties, and an open society. A full and fair discussion is essential to democracy. Regulating and taxing marijuana would simultaneously save taxpayers billions of dollars in enforcement and incarceration costs while providing many billions of dollars in revenue annually. Globalization has rendered the world increasingly interdependent, but international politics is still based on the sovereignty of states.